heart pounded in my chest as I gripped the steering wheel tightly. The night was pitch black, and the only source of light came from the dim glare of my car's headlights. The road stretched out before me, disappearing into a seemingly endless abyss of darkness. It was late, and I couldn't shake off the feeling of unease that clung to me like a second skin. But dim glow of my headlights. It was a moonless night, one of those nights when everything seems eerily still. I had never been particularly comfortable with driving at night, but circumstances had forced me to embark on this treacherous journey. The radio crackled with static, adding to the unsettling atmosphere. I had chosen a desolate route, much to my regret now. The narrow road twisted and turned, surrounded by dense trees that seemed to loom over me. The wind whispered through the branches, creating an unsettling chorus of eerie sounds. As I drove on, a sense of unease settled in the pit of my stomach. It felt as if someone or something was watching me from the darkness surrounding the road. My eyes constantly darted toward the rearview mirror, expecting to catch a glimpse of some sinister figure. But each time, I only saw the empty road behind me, stretching into the black abyss. The road seemed to stretch forever, as if leading me deeper into some haunted realm. My mind began to play tricks on me, as shadows danced at the edges of my vision. I could see figures moving in the dark, their shapes shifting and fading as I passed them. Every once in a while, I would hear a disembodied voice whispering my name, sending shivers down my spine. I tried to shake off the growing fear, reminding myself that it was all in my head. But the road seemed to have a life of its own, pulling me deeper into its clutches. Panic set in as I realized I had no idea where I was or where I was heading. The road signs were scarce, and at times appeared to change or vanish altogether. Just as I was about to give in to my rising panic, a flicker of light caught my attention. Relief washed over me as I realized it was a gas station up ahead. I desperately needed a break from this nightmarish drive. As I pulled into the gas station, I could see an old, run-down building with a flickering neon sign that read, Oasis. The moment I stepped out of my car, I could feel a chilling presence in the air. The silence seemed deafening, and the normal sounds of a bustling gas station were noticeably absent. My footsteps echoed loudly as I walked towards the entrance. Once inside, I was greeted by an eerie sight. The shelves were filled with dusty, outdated products, and the aisles were empty, devoid of any customers or staff. As I made my way to the counter, a sense of foreboding washed over me. I rang the bell for service, but there was no response. I called out, but my voice only echoed back at me. The hair on the back of my neck stood on end as I turned around, only to find a figure standing in the shadows. It was a tall, gaunt figure, wearing tattered clothes and a wide-brimmed hat that obscured its face. I could feel its malevolence emanating from every pore. Fear paralyzed me as it slowly approached, its movements jerky and unnatural. Its crooked, gnarled fingers reached out toward me, and in that moment, I knew I had stepped into a realm of darkness beyond my wildest nightmares. All sense of time and reality seemed to blur as I desperately searched for a way out of this nightmare. Every step I took, the figure followed. Its eerie presence filled the air, suffocating me with dread. I ran, my heart pounding, trying to escape the clutches of the unimaginable horror that pursued me. But no matter how fast I ran, it was always one step behind. It whispered in my ear, taunting me with promises of eternal torment. The road continued to twist and turn, as if mocking my futile attempts to escape. Desperation consumed me as I realized that I was trapped in an endless cycle of terror. As dawn finally broke, I found myself back in my car, parked alongside the empty road. The figure was nowhere to be seen, but its presence still lingered in the air. I took off, driving as fast as I could, eager to leave the nightmare behind. But the scars remained, etched deep within my soul. Driving at night would never be the same again, haunted by the memory of that fateful journey